Every day begins the same way for millions of people. They wake up, they check their phone, they react to whatever the world throws at them. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into years, and slowly, without realizing it, life starts feeling smaller. Not because they lacked potential, not because they weren't capable, but because no one ever taught them how to think strategically. Here's the truth. The life you're living right now is not the life you were destined to accept. It is the life that was built by your habits, your decisions, and your priorities, which means something powerful. You can build a different one. Not through wishful thinking, not through waiting for motivation, but through strategic thinking. Strategic thinking is the ability to design your future on purpose, to stop reacting to life and start directing it. In this video, we're going to break down, step by step, how to use strategic thinking to create the life you actually want. No hype, no fluff, just principles that work. So ask yourself, if nothing changed, where would your current path lead? And what kind of life would you build if you finally took control? Let's begin. Chapter 1. See your life as a system. Before you can create the life you want, you must understand one foundational truth. Your life is not random. Your results are not accidents. Your future is not fate. Your life is a system. Every habit you repeat, every thought you entertain, every choice you make feeds into this system, and this system quietly shapes your reality. Look at any area of life. If someone is financially stable, there is a system producing that outcome. If someone is constantly stressed, overworked, and stuck, there is also a system producing that outcome. Most people think success comes from motivation, but motivation is temporary. Strategic thinkers know success comes from structure. Your structure determines your direction. If your mornings begin with distraction, your days will be distracted. If your days are unplanned, your weeks become chaotic. If your weeks are chaotic, your life becomes chaotic. But when your structure changes, everything downstream changes with it. This is powerful because it means you don't have to fix everything at once. You don't need a massive breakthrough. You only need to adjust the system. Small changes in daily structure create massive changes in long-term results. Strategic thinking starts with stepping back and asking, what is my current system producing? Not what you hope for, not what you wish, but what your actions are proving, because your results never lie. Once you see your life as a system, you stop blaming circumstances. You stop waiting for perfect timing. You realize you are not trapped, you are not broken, you are simply running a system that can be redesigned. And the moment you accept that, you stop being a passenger. You become the architect. Chapter 2. Define what you actually want with precision. Most people say they want a better life, more money, more freedom, more happiness. But vague goals create vague results. Strategic thinkers don't deal in wishes, they deal in clarity. Because you cannot design a life if you don't know what you're designing toward. Saying, I want to be successful is meaningless. Successful how? Saying, I want freedom is empty. Freedom from what? Freedom to do what? Clarity turns dreams into targets, and targets can be engineered. Strategic thinking requires you to slow down and define your ideal life with precision, not based on society's expectations, not based on social media, but based on what genuinely matters to you. Ask yourself, how do I want my average day to look? What time do I wake up? What kind of work do I do? Who am I surrounded by? How much do I earn? Where do I live? How much control do I have over my time? These are not fantasy questions. These are architectural questions. You are drafting blueprints. Most people skip this step. They chase whatever looks impressive. They climb ladders only to realize they leaned them against the wrong wall. Strategic thinkers decide first, then they build. Clarity creates alignment. When you know exactly what you want, you stop wasting energy on paths that don't lead there. You stop saying yes to distractions. You start saying no with confidence. Because now you have a direction, and direction is more important than speed. A slow walk in the right direction beats a fast sprint in the wrong one. This step is not about perfection. Your vision will evolve, but you must choose a starting point. Even a rough blueprint is better than no blueprint, because once you know what you want, every next step becomes easier to evaluate. Does this move me closer or further away? That is strategic thinking. Chapter 3. Identify the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Once you know what you want, the next strategic move is honesty. Brutal, unemotional honesty. You must clearly see where you actually are. Not where you wish you were, not where you pretend to be, but where you actually are. Strategic thinkers don't judge this gap. They study it. They treat it like a map. If your desired life is point B and your current life is point A, strategy is simply the bridge between the two. Most people avoid this step because it feels uncomfortable. It exposes weaknesses. It highlights mistakes. But discomfort is data, and data is power. Ask yourself, what skills do I currently have? What skills does my desired life require? How do I currently earn money? How does someone in my desired life earn money? How do I currently spend my time? How does my future self spend time?
This is not about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness. You cannot improve what you refuse to measure. When you identify the gap, something important happens. Confusion disappears. You stop feeling lost because now you see, I am here. I want to be there. This is what's missing. Lost people don't lack motivation. They lack maps. Strategic thinking gives you the map. And once you have the map, progress becomes logical, not emotional. You no longer chase random opportunities. You pursue specific upgrades, skill upgrades, mindset upgrades, environment upgrades. Every upgrade shrinks the gap, little by little, day by day. And one day you look back and realize you were no longer the person you used to be, not because of luck, but because you engineered change.
Chapter 4. Build leverage instead of chasing effort. Most people are taught that success comes from working harder. More hours, more hustle, more exhaustion. But strategic thinkers ask a different question. How can I get bigger results from the same amount of effort? This is called leverage. Leverage means using tools, skills, and systems that multiply your output. Because effort alone scales poorly. You can only work so many hours. But leverage allows your impact to grow without burning you out. There are 3 major forms of leverage. First, skill leverage. High-value skills create disproportionate rewards. Skills like communication, sales, marketing, programming, content creation, problem solving. These skills make you more valuable in any economy. Instead of asking, how hard am I working? Strategic thinkers ask, how valuable am I becoming? Second, time leverage. This means building things once that pay off repeatedly. Automations, processes, content, businesses, investments. You plant once, you harvest many times. Third, technology leverage. This means modern tools allow one person to do what once required teams. Strategic thinkers learn tools early. They don't fear technology, they master it. Most people chase effort. They stay busy, but busy is not the same as effective. Strategic thinkers design for scale. They focus on actions that compound, actions that build assets, actions that continue working even when they stop. This doesn't mean you avoid hard work. It means your hard work is pointed, intentional. Every hour invested should move you closer to your target life, not just keep you occupied. When you build leverage, you escape the trap of trading all your time for money. You begin shifting from worker to owner, from consumer to creator. This shift changes everything. Chapter 5. Create non-negotiable daily systems. Big goals are impressive, but big goals do not create big lives. Daily systems do. Strategic thinkers understand your future is decided by what you repeatedly do on ordinary days, not once a year, not when motivation is high, but on boring Tuesdays. This is why willpower fails. Willpower depends on mood. Systems do not. A system is a set of actions that happen automatically, like brushing your teeth. You don't debate it. You don't negotiate with yourself. You just do it. Your growth deserves the same level of certainty. Instead of saying, I will try to work on my goals, strategic thinkers say, every day at this time, I do this. Small, simple, repeatable. For example, 30 minutes of skill building daily, 20 minutes of reading, 1 hour of focused work, no phone for the first hour of the day. These may look insignificant. They are not. They compound. Consistency beats intensity. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 day and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Strategic thinkers flip this. They aim small daily. They win big long term. Your system should protect 3 things: your energy, your focus, and your progress. Anything that drains these must be minimized. Anything that strengthens these must be scheduled. Not when you feel like it, scheduled, because what gets scheduled gets done. When your days become structured, your life becomes predictable. Predictable growth, predictable improvement, predictable momentum. This is not a prison. This is freedom. Because once the system is in place, you no longer rely on motivation. You rely on design. Chapter 6. Eliminate low-level inputs.
Your mind is a battlefield, and most people don't realize they are losing it every day. Not because they are weak, but because of what they constantly consume. Every piece of content you absorb shapes your thinking. Videos, music, social media, news, conversations. These are inputs. And inputs determine outputs. If you constantly consume chaos, your mind becomes chaotic. If you constantly consume negativity, your thinking becomes negative. Strategic thinkers guard their inputs aggressively. They understand you cannot build a high-level life with low-level mental fuel. Most people start their day by checking their phone, notifications, drama, noise. Before they even take control of their thoughts, their mind is hijacked. Strategic thinkers flip this. They decide what enters their mind. They choose educational content, skill-building content, long-form thinking. They limit mindless scrolling. They reduce exposure to outrage. They become intentional consumers. This isn't about becoming disconnected. It's about becoming selective. Because attention is currency. Whatever you give attention to grows. Feed fear, fear grows. Feed focus, focus grows. This step alone can radically change your life, because when your mind becomes clearer, your decisions become better. And better decisions create better outcomes. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to follow everyone. You need a clean mental environment. Silence, space, depth. That is where strategic thinking lives.
Chapter 7. Become the person who naturally gets the life you want. Most people try to change outcomes. Strategic thinkers change identity, because behavior flows from identity. If you see yourself as undisciplined, you will act undisciplined. If you see yourself as capable, you will act capable. Your self-image quietly controls your actions. So instead of asking, how do I get what I want, strategic thinkers ask, who do I need to become? Because once you become that person, the actions feel natural, the habits feel normal, the growth feels expected. For example, a disciplined person does not rely on motivation. They rely on standards. A focused person does not constantly fight distractions. They structure their environment. A confident person does not wait for permission. They take initiative. You build identity through evidence, small promises kept to yourself, small wins stacked daily. Every time you follow your system, you cast a vote for your new identity. I am someone who keeps commitments. I am someone who improves daily. I am someone who takes responsibility. This may sound subtle. It is not. Identity is the deepest layer of change. Most people sabotage themselves because their actions conflict with who they believe they are. Strategic thinkers close this gap. They act like their future self before they feel like it, and slowly their self-image catches up. This is how transformation becomes permanent, not forced, not fragile, but stable. You stop trying to change. You simply express who you have become.
Chapter 8. Review, adjust, and play the long game. Most people either quit too early or stubbornly repeat what isn't working. Strategic thinkers do neither. They review, they adjust, they stay in the game. Strategy is not about being perfect. It is about being adaptive. You regularly step back and ask, what's working? What's not working? What's moving me closer? What's wasting my time? Then you adjust the system. Small course corrections done consistently create massive long-term shifts. Airplanes don't fly in straight lines. They constantly adjust, yet they reach their destination. So will you. Another key principle, think in years, not days. Most people overreact to short-term results. One bad week, -2, this isn't working. One slow month, -2, I'm behind. Strategic thinkers zoom out. They measure progress quarterly, yearly. They know compounding is invisible at first, then unstoppable. As long as you are improving, you are winning. Even when it doesn't feel dramatic, even when no one notices. This is the long game. And the long game favors the patient, the disciplined, the consistent. Not the lucky, not the loud, not the impulsive.
If you commit to designing your system, building leverage, protecting your mind, becoming the right person, reviewing and adjusting, your life will change. Not overnight, but inevitably, because you are no longer hoping, you are engineering. And that is what strategic thinkers do. They don't wait for a better future, they build it.
You are the architect. At some point, you realize no one is coming to save you. No perfect opportunity, no magical breakthrough, no sudden moment where life becomes easy. And strangely, that realization is freeing because it means everything changes the moment you decide to change. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need to be chosen. You choose. You choose your standards. You choose your habits. You choose your direction. Strategic thinking is not about controlling everything. It is about controlling what you can, your actions, your inputs, your effort, your consistency. If you apply what you've learned in this video, slowly, quietly, your life will start to look different. Your confidence will grow. Your clarity will sharpen. Your future will feel closer, not because of luck, but because of design. Remember, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are early in your process, and now you have a map. So take the next small step, then the next, and one day you will look around and realize you are living inside a life you once only imagined. You are the architect. Start building.